Today we will be exploring TD Snap Lite on an iPad. The device I've chosen for my project is a Microsoft Surface Pro. The features of that device will be similar to any tablet. There's 10-hour battery life, USB capabilities, the switch or eye gaze can be connected externally. There's cameras and all of the functions of Windows 10, so it's much more than just a speech generating device. This is the TD Snap Lite version application. This is a free app and will function fully compared to the paid TD Snap with the exception of speech output. We are looking at the default core words page. All words list gives us access to all the words on the device in their categories. Back will take me to the previous page. Arrows indicate that it will be taking me to the next page or a different related page other than just putting it into the text bar. So I can select a button and it will go into the message bar. I can select speak and that would verbally present the message if that were available on this version of the device. Clear will clear the message board for future messages to be typed. Let's look at quick fires. So this can include frequently used phrases or communication needs. We have our feelings, personal needs, anything that they would need to get to and don't need to really search for, something that's used frequently. And again, back will take us to the previous page. And next we have our topics page. This can be made for context-specific communication. Our fingers can be used to scroll up and down. So if we were doing cooking, we would have all of our pertinent phrases and vocabulary for that, and more can be added. So we can also scroll on our side menu here, and we can select keyboard. This is for typing messages, and there's also some text prediction there. Below that is dashboard. This contains functional options, including volume, battery life, display, and it can be connected to other devices such as Smart Assistant or remote. Board Maker is below that. This allows for options of custom therapy or play material to be added to the device. This is grayed out because none has been created, but that option is available. Now let's get into some of the accessibility and programming features. So we're going to go into edit mode. This is in the top right corner, the gear shift and the pencil. And then we're going to hit the arrows in the bottom left-hand corner. And I want to point out that the right toolbar, this allows for copying, moving, selecting. We can hide buttons, we can delete them, we can unhide them. So then we have the content button, so we can change the content of the button. This would allow for customization. I can write a label, message, audio output, and I can customize the symbol from the Toby library or take my own photo. We have the style, so we can change colors of that. And we can also add actions that would link this button to another place or a leading topic. Access method would be if we used alternative access, we could change some of those features. And then we have the language role preferences. So then pages, this allows us to change labels and image displays as we've seen with the buttons, but this would be for the page. And then we have grid size. This can be used to increase or decrease the grid. We are using 4x4 across all of the pages as this is what Colin is used to. This size will eventually increase as vocabulary grows. And this is a really great feature because this changes the grid size of the page and not the entire device. So this could be trialed on a highly motivating topics page to see how a larger grid size would do without affecting the entire device. Then we have style, we can change the background colors. We have the message bar preferences. We can import or export pages from other devices or users if that was needed or wanted. And we have print options for the page. Toby offers multiple page sets, including aphasia, scanning, bilingual. We are using the core first page. And the grid size allows us to change the grid across the whole device. There are lots of options to choose from. Again, we are on 4x4, which offers 16 buttons on each page. Style allows for general symbol, button, and color editing across all the pages. We can change skin tone and hair color to make it more diverse or most like the individual using the device. You can see the hair color would change, and this would be across all of the pages. And then we have our button editing. We can change the font, the size, our pages, the message window. Preferences involve the interface and where things are located, how scanning would be completed if it were used, and about just tells us about the version that we are using. Users can, we can have multiple users on here, and they can be selected if there were multiple people on this device. And the speaking voice can also be edited, which is not available on the free version. There are some general preferences for speech output, inflections, and contractions, so those can be found here. And then access method allows touch, eye gaze, mouse, and scanning. Navigation is important for Colin, as it was noted that he had difficulty swiping, so we can actually edit that now. So I'm going to select swiping and navigation buttons. This will add buttons so he does not have to swipe with his finger, and I will demonstrate this after we finish looking at some of these settings. And then data tracking just allows us to see usage patterns. This is very helpful in speech language therapy to see how the device is being used. And then we have a system, so we can add passwords, the data tracking. There is the store where we can upgrade our device, get the speaking version, or other things that are available, extra features. And then the symbol set here allows us to block explicit symbols or download others that might be more culturally pertinent to the individual. There is help and how-to resources here, and then there's more about the device. So when we're done, we can just press the done check mark in the top. And as we can see, our navigation arrows have been added, so we can tap these instead of needing to swipe. So this would be useful for Colin. And this concludes our demonstration.